Woo! Here we go. Tuesday's edition, dogandjoepodcast.com. Thank you so much. Your dime and your time per show is really changing the lives of these two young children. Just 10 cents a day can make a world of difference. Not really. To Joe and I, both our lives. And I want you to think about what you can buy no longer for a dime. You can no longer make a call. You can no longer buy a gumball. You can no longer
That's
buy.
sad.
It is sad. Remember, you used to be able to get gum. You get it.
Yeah.
Like, you get one piece. It was like a penny, and then you had a nickel, and you had a dime. You got.
They always had the 10-cent gumballs. Yes.
Or that garbage in the little plastic holder, little blast pack. You'd open up, and it'd have like a Super Ball in it, or a ring, or something weird.
Yep.
Can't even get that for a dime anymore. You can't buy anything for a dime. So one dime at a time changes our lives. And I want you to think about this. That's what it costs you per day. dogandjoepodcast.com. One dime per episode on a 30-day month. But Joe and I don't even get a dime each. We cut that dime in half every show. So we get a nickel. Each of us get one nickel per person, per podcast, per episode. You're changing our lives for the worse. And we thank you.
Don't ever tell me that again, ever. I never want to know that again.
It's disgusting.
Please don't tell me that.
But welcome to it. It is a Tuesday edition.
Hello.
We're going to jump right in, and we're going to clean out the email box. Keep the emails coming. You can do them. You can send them. We'll read them. We'll reply to them right here on dogandjoepodcast.com. Thank you for joining. Joe, go ahead. Give us another one.
Okay. We could actually even put these on the screen, too, if we wanted to. This one, let's read Nick's. Nick Mello's. Hey, Dog and Joe, my name is Nicholas Mello. I wanted to say your last few episodes really hit me in the feels, especially on Wednesday. As soon as you guys announced I Hate Radio Canned You, I shared the story through my Facebook. I didn't realize how many people I knew still followed you guys like they did back in high school, but sharing that story brought it to light. I've never emailed before, so hopefully Dog can read this, unlike my Facebook comments. I think we've read some Facebook comments from you, Nicholas.
Here's the thing, too. Just know, when you send us 75 Facebook comments a day, we might miss a couple, Nick Mello. We might not see them all right?
That's what I try to remind people, too. If we're able to send you one message back, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, think about that. That's pretty good between how many different social platforms we have and how many different messages we try to answer, as you know, from every one of them.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, now our website.
We're busy. Keep in mind, have some courtesy and patience. We're rolling fucking dimes, okay? We're putting dimes into paper sleeves to go to the bank, okay? We're stuffing dimes.
I just told you not to say that anymore. Don't ever say that. Yeah. What's wrong with you?
So if we don't get back to you, it's because we're like walking down to the bank with socks, you know? So just keep that in mind. If we drop our change and we have to pick it up in the street, just know we're going to get to you. We're just trying to count our change.
One a day is about the best we could do. I wish we could do more. You know, I always try and tell Kevin Bethel, Kevin, when I send you a message back, you can't send me 17 messages after that. I've got to answer the next listener, then the next listener. I'm trying to get to everybody, you know.
It's tough. It's tough.
It gets difficult. Okay, anyway, for you, Nick. He said, I want to help you guys out. I race late models at the Stockton 99 Speedway. I'm dead ass serious about putting your logo on the car for free. He's asked us to put the logo on the hood of his car for a while, you know. So should we do some research on Nick Mello and find out if he wins? You don't have to win a lot, but you do probably need to be able to win once in a while.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I know he races at Stockton 99.
That seems like a pretty dead ass serious raceway.
If in fact, I mean, just trailering the car back and forth. I don't know where he lives in relation to Stockton, but any promotion's good promotion unless everyone hates him or he's dead last all the time.
Right. Well, even if he's dead last all the time, that's something. You're at least known for that.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's right.
So I guess second and third, a podium finish is what we need. Can you send us your pedigree? Nick, we want to know, give us last season's stats. We want to know where you finished and how you qualify each week.
Yeah, how do you do when you do your racing? No, I think it's pretty cool that you would like to do that, bro, honestly. He goes on to say, I also realize this may not be much of a helping hand. It's a big helping hand. Anytime you can pass the word for us from friend to friend, anything. If you put our logo on, I just had a listener ask, can I put your logo up as my picture? I said, yeah, go right ahead. That's fine. You want to do that and pass it along, do it.
Use it everywhere.
Yeah, that was Carly Marie that wanted to do that. So we appreciate it more than you know. Honestly, a lot of people see it that way. Believe it or not, a lot of people do see it that way. Let me continue on with you here, Nick. This is great. But when I Hate Radio puts their name on the side of a fucking Prius, don't even tell me they race a Prius down there at that track, do they?
These are his words, by the way.
Yeah. And you guys have it on an actual race car. What better way to tell them to suck it where it stinks? That's disgusting, Nick.
I can't. And yeah, don't steal my lines, Nick. Those are trademark. I don't know what he's talking about with the Prius. I
don't know either. Maybe he saw one driving around town that had the logo on it or something like that.
Remember Jason Bateman? He goes, yeah, I was racing. The cop says, in a Prius? He goes, I don't win a lot. Horrible bosses.
I don't win a lot.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, high school was rough for me. I hated it. This is continuing on with Nick's email. I can only compare it to what Dog described on Wednesday as what life is like for him now. That's kind of how it was for him. He's gotten, quite a bit better from that. You guys, in a way, got me through what I consider the shittiest part of my life. I'm cursing because I'm reading your emails word for word. Now life is great, and I listen to you guys all along the way. So it'd be an honor and a privilege, the right thing to do, whatever you want to call it, to pay you back. Please let me know. I'm not seeking attention on the radio show or anything of the sort. If you want to keep it private, I'm on the board with that too. If you don't want to do it, then hey, suck it. I'll put I Hate Radio on the side of the car instead. Is that what you want? Seriously, though, I love you guys, and please don't give up. Hopefully I hear from you soon. Well, I got to tell you, that's pretty cool, Nick, honestly.
It is cool, and I did reply to him as you were reading and told him we are going to feature his email in the podcast. So there you go, Nick. Nick, here's the thing. Again, I want to see your race stats. I want to know where you qualify. I want to know what you're racing. Here's the other thing. What kind of power plant you got in that car? All those things matter to me. Okay? But no, Nick has bothered us about this for quite a while, and he's
wanted to, man. Yeah.
Before, we couldn't do it because it had to go through legal and the logo. It was a big mess. It wasn't even worth the time, Nick. Now, all I have to do is email you or Joe email you the logo, okay? Here's the thing. Do you want us to print the graphic? Do you want the sticker, the cling? Do you want this thing printed? Because it's going to be a little bit of money, unless it's going to be the size of what it is on our screen right here.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what he might be talking about.
The little logos.
Yeah, I don't want a hubcap, not a hubcap, but a hub logo, okay? If we're going to put
I actually wouldn't mind those hub logos. I mean, Rubbin's racing, so they don't last long. None of them really have hubcaps.
I want giant. I want hood. I want rear fender, side fender. I want trunk, and I want roof.
Oh, really?
If we're going to logo this car, I want them to not even see the number on your car. I don't want them to see your name. I don't know what other sponsors you have, but you need to make the call to them, because if we're going to put the sticker on the car, we're going to put the sticker on the car. Okay.
We got to make more logos then. We got to make something that'll fit in all those little areas.
No,
Nick, this guy's crazy.
We got a vector image, and we can make them any size we want. We can go billboard, TV. We can make airplane banners. We're ready to go with the logo. So, Nick, ask yourself, are you ready to step up with dogandjoepodcast.com?
Oh, my God. Ooh, boy, that's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, put it all over.
Yeah, I would do it. Do it, man. Let's do it.
And just let us know, and we'll get to it. And here's the other thing, too. I want people to know this while we're talking about it, because I think it'd make for a good post, and it would make for good content, and people could see it. But the pictures that we would get with that on the car, I also want people send us photo of your merchandise.
Yeah.
Whether you're gonna get the flip flops or the hoodie or the hat, start sending us photos so we can see what they look like on you. Even though we know what the gear looks like, but share the photos after you buy it because maybe someone else will see it and they'll buy it. And again, it's a third party vendor. We only make a little bit per shirt. If you're bitching about the prices, we don't control the pricing. We can only control the percentage of what our profit is. And it's as little as I think $4 up to the most we can make is 12. Again, that's all split. So I just want you to think,
Dude, these are not bad prices for any of this kind of stuff on here. I mean,
not with day and age. And
no,
again,
no. Not even for the sweatshirts or anything. I've seen trucker caps go for 3 times that much money.
And again, Joe and I are making $1 each per episode.
I mean, we got all kind of cool stuff. I wish we had black can coolers.
They don't have black. It's the stupidest thing ever that you would make a can koozie white. Think about your hands, okay? You're drinking beer, you're barbecuing, you're scratching your ass, you're picking your nose. I don't know, you're taking a leak, whatever you're doing with a can koozie. Your hands you're fishing, they get dirty. Who would make a can koozie white? It's stupid.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Look, I'm going to show you right now. This is what we're talking about, just in case you're wondering. Here's our can koozie.
Yeah,
you can't
it's hard
really
to see because it's on a white background.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can see there's the bottom of it that pops out a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty kick-ass. We haven't had can koozies since we had those black ones, and I still have some of them. I was showing Dog the other day that I still had some of those. It's pretty cool to have a can koozie, I think.
I just thought of another promotional item. Go with me on this show. This just hit me, not rehearsed. What? So I think everyone knows what a skunk is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all black, white stripe, correct?
Correct.
I'm thinking about, I want to make underwear, but I want to call the underwear instead of skunk, stunk, okay? And they're tidy whities and they're all white, but on the inside through the center, it's black. So then you don't have to worry about the skids and the rubbins racing, and you call them, instead of skunks, stunks. And they've got a black stripe that goes through the middle on the interior, so it hides all your messy moments. I'm going to patent that. Stunk.
No. Someone would buy it, too. That's the weird thing. And somebody would purchase that.
And then you know where the logo goes.
Oh, yes.
On the outside. Hey, people would buy them. They're called stunks.
You're ridiculous.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, we'll be in communication. You want to get the logo on there? Thank you. And let's do it.
Yeah, I think that would be fun, though. Honestly, we would do that. Let me know. You know, you got our email. Send it in. We can send you the no background, the regular. We can send you, like Dog said, the vector. You probably need the vector image if you're going to put it on something.
He needs vector, and we can do anything. So thank you. And Nick, we've talked about your email. We know it. We've read it. Stay tight, okay? Just sit tight. We'll get a hold of you. Don't go crazy. You don't need to blow us up. We know you're there. We've talked about it. We'll get you the logo. You put it on your car. We'll talk about this more off podcast. So thank you.
Yeah, man. It's going to be fun. And you got to send us some videos of you doing cool stuff. Rubbing.
Yeah, losing.
You cannot root for our new teammates like that.
No, I know, but I want to see that car go through the checkered. Yeah, that's what we need.
Well, I do too, of course.
Let's get to this now. Joe wanted to talk about the Guns and Hoses matchup. That was on Saturday at Hughes Stadium. They always do this for charity. I've been to 3 different websites. I went to Fox, I went to KCRA, and CBS 13. Nobody posted the score as to who won, firemen or police.
We cannot find it. Yeah, we cannot find it. And we even watched through these videos, and it still didn't tell us who. And I checked on Ben on your Facebook post, and you didn't mention it on there either. It's like maybe it's a secret. Maybe they keep it a secret. They just play for the fun of it, you know.
Well,
there they are.
They
coming out to do a little playing.
They posted last year's 2024, the 50th annual. They posted that score. But yeah, I don't know who won Saturday's game. And again, it doesn't matter because everything goes to all kinds of great organizations and charities. So it's not about the win or loss, unless I think you're playing in the game and then everybody, that's on the team, it matters to them, but they're doing it for charity. So there are no losers. They're all winners, and they get more than participation trophies because they're donating and raising back to the community. So, thank you.
Dude, I want you to just look still how big these boys are.
Sure.
I mean, that's no joke. You're gonna get out there and play against.
Those are big kids.
Look at these guys. Holy hell!
Yeah,
that guy right there would eat you for breakfast. I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're gonna get out there and play some football, but it ain't no joke no more. There's still some fired up little Pistons.
And you got to think about that too. You know, they got to go back to work on Monday.
I know.
They break a leg, you know, they get that ACL tear, they bust a shoulder. That's bad news. So they have to play hard because they want to, but they can't play too hard because they don't want to be injured reserve for the rest of their life or ruin their career and get workman's comp.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's crazy.
I'll tell you this, I don't want to pay because we're paying their salaries. We all know that, taxpayer. I don't want to pay workman's comp for someone that was out playing football on a Saturday.
Well, they really did some entertaining plays.
Yeah, so good for you
guys.
That
was a good catch. Yeah, good. That's good. I'm glad you guys got through it and had a good time again this year. That's very, very cool. Very cool.
To this now, and again, this is a Tuesday podcast. We are in our respective studios, separate. It is Sunday, 10:55 a.m. Just know that we do record these. We have to stay up to date and stay ahead of everything and deal with guys like Nick. And we're out in the garage cutting our dimes in half to make nickels. And we're rolling change to go to the bank. There's a lot of little crap that goes into this. So just know these are recorded.
It's very easy.
But Buffalo and Kansas City matching up today. Bigger than the big game. You got an Allen Mahomes matchup. If you know, Mahomes did lose to Allen earlier in the season, and now they're showing back up again. They're in Kansas City at Arrowhead, and this is going to be a big game. Lots of people want Buffalo to win. If Buffalo wins, they're going to go against Commanders at the big game, whoever wins that. But it's going to be the first time since 1994 Buffalo's been in a big game.
Who do you think is going to win?
Well, I'm torn. I don't know who's going to win. KC's been sitting. They could be rusty or they could be really rested. Buffalo, they're pumped. They're jacked. You know, they got momentum. Josh Allen from Firebaugh, California. I love that he's from the Valley. I love that he's a true California native. You know how I lean toward Californians. Tom Brady. Come on now. Let's not forget about the greatest of all time.
Find a way to work him into this.
California native. But I love that about him. And Josh Allen, here's the thing. Mahomes is tricky. He can get out of a lot of stuff. He's got a lot more style. He throws the ball. He's more fun to watch. Josh Allen has a pretty good bomb, but he's a freight train. I mean, last week watching him run, I forget how many touchdowns he got, 2 or 3. This dude's big, and he's got power. He's hard to tackle, and when he's going from 2-3 yards for a touchdown, he's getting in most of the time. He's hard to tackle. He's got power. So I don't know who I really want to win, but I'm going to go with KC because they've made me money the last 3 seasons. And I just think that they have so much experience and their nerves are stronger when it comes down to these clutch games. I think the only thing that can hurt KC is they've been down a little bit. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills lost a couple of players last week. I don't know how it'll affect them. But again, it's a home game for KC. I do want KC to win.
Well, I got to tell you what, I don't really care that much because the Bengals are out of it, and I think everyone knows that. But
hold on. I want you to go on this, but just ask yourself this, Joe. I got to ask this to you. You're really not a fan of football if it's all based on the bungholes being in or out because they're never in.
Okay, that's rude. First and foremost, that's very, very rude. I try to stay up on what you guys are interested in and what's going on. And I know Dog loves football, no matter who it is that's playing. He's picked, as you know, Kansas. Who would you have picked this year for your
I would have gone KC again.
Would you?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't want to cut you off. I want you to finish. I don't know who can beat Washington, like legit Buffalo or KC. I don't know if they play the way they've been playing. Washington looks like they're gonna win.
Really? And they're going to do it with the new name. That stinks.
It's that quarterback is crazy. Anyway, but yeah,
Who is their new? Do you know who their quarterback is?
I can't remember the guy's name. Forgive me. I don't have it up in front of me. I didn't see any Washington games until I watched him play the Rams last Saturday. That's the only game I saw.
Okay.
So, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but what I was going to say is I think people are tired of Kansas City, and I was wondering if it's probably, I was going to put this back up so you could just see that they look like they're relatively the same height to me. I don't know. Pretty
Josh
close
Allen's
anyway.
bigger. Yeah, Josh Allen's bigger. He's bulkier, and I think he might have an inch or two on Mahomes.
You think he's bulkier as well?
Oh yeah. Josh Allen's a horse. He is a tank. He is a tractor. Truly. Yeah. And
What a way to have someone speak about you.
no,
He's a horse. He is a tank. He is a tractor, honestly.
He's a farm kid, man. He grew up out in the country down in Fireball, bucking hay and, shoeing horses. And he is a corn-fed kid. And I don't know what's wrong with Mahomes' legs. He runs funny. And
How long has he been playing now? How many years has he been in the 7?
Has it been 7? I don't have it up in front of me, but I'm just going off a recollection. I think 7, 8.
And he's pretty much been in the Super Bowl the entire time.
Well, yeah, he's gone and lost, and he's gone. This too. If they make it past Buffalo, that's 3 in a row opportunities. They've won the last 2, and if they go again, this will be 3 in a row appearances.
But how many total? 5?
5 appearances.
Yeah, I think
4.
4.
Don't quote me on this. I don't have anything in front of me.
I don't have anything in front of me either. I'm on a different page looking at it, and I can't find out what his Super Bowl appearances are. But I'll tell you this: he's had at least half the years he's been a professional athlete. He's been in the big game. At least half, I would say.
3 and 1, so 4.
There you go. So
Yeah.
he's been in the league 7 years or better. I mean, that's incredible. It's time for someone else to get in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was Taylor Swift, and I love her to death. I got nothing against that girl. I think she's very beautiful. But I wonder if all the stuff on her blew people out, whether they were a good team or not, whether they had some longevity with them or not, but they just wouldn't shut up about it, about Kelsey and this, and Taylor Swift. And
did people get popped out of pop culture and it wasn't about football and it kind of ruined it for them? It kind of,
I wonder.
There's truth to that. Not only that, the Kelsey brothers,
they were just the hottest thing ever for, a few months, and they still are.
They are, but the cereal stuff's stupid now. And now Kelsey, the brother, what's his name?
Travis and Jason.
No, Jason Kelsey now, he's doing a cereal commercial with his wife. I'm like, God damn, can't you spread the money around? Does every generation need a dip? I mean, come on.
I mean, you're allowed to do the amount of food ads that you eat and consume. So I can see, those guys, you want to talk about horses. Those two gentlemen are horses. I would like to know what the grocery bill is in the Kelsey households.
Yeah.
Because I'll bet you when they sit down for a bowl of cereal, it's a box. I bet they eat the whole box.
Easy. Let's see those guys walk out of Costco on a Saturday and see how many rolls of Kirkland toilet paper they got in the cart, too. Because I guarantee those mules, they are wiping. Because I guarantee their consumption levels are beyond anything we can comprehend. They look like, when you see horses out at a parade dropping, I think that's what the Kelseys do. Everywhere they go, they're just dropping mud.
Good job, Travis. You got that out of you. Keep going. Don't step in it, honey.
Yeah. But, come on. The Kelseys they're making all this money. They are calming down a little bit, but I see your point.
You know what I mean? I think with Taylor Swift, it really got out of control. They were comparing it to Jason's wife and then, to Patrick Mahomes' wife. And she was bringing her little kind of rock star girlfriends up there with them, and they just wouldn't stop with it.
It would have been cooler. I've always liked I don't know, Ava Gardner, Frank Sinatra, Marilyn Monroe, DiMaggio, whatever these old famous pairings were, you had Brad Pitt and Jolie, whatever they are. When it comes to the sport movie star or singer relationship, it would have been cooler if it was more private, like that they're dating and they didn't blow it up. I know the NFL's smart because they want to bring new people to the NFL. I get it.
They want money spent. Yeah, I
and
understand too.
it's bringing all these kids and all these girls to NFL. I think that's smart from Goodell's standpoint, but from a football player, I think the guys just want to know that, yeah, he's boning her. That's right. Yeah, she's going to be there after he gets out of the locker room, and he's going to give it to her. And then maybe she shows up at the Super Bowl. But there needs to be more romanticized allure. And we all know they're dating, but she's not there constantly because that does weigh on people.
On every single game. It's like, let the guy focus on his job. I mean, then they were showing him at her concerts. It's like, they do your work, man.
It is a bit much, but here's the thing. It is a different time now.
And I like them both. I'm not saying anything negative about them. I think Taylor Swift is absolutely beautiful, I
get it, but it is consumption overload. And it's like, give it a break. It's like, really? How much? And I know Taylor Swift. She knows she doesn't need the attention, but
she probably doesn't even want it. To be quite honest with you, I'm sure it's neither one of those two. And that's probably his biggest bitch. God, you're gonna have to shut up. The guys are sick of hearing them. The team's like, dude, enough already.
Well, but here's the thing: you got to hand it to Kelsey and Mahomes because what is it, Brittany Mahomes, Patrick's wife? They got kind of the way the media reported it. Her and Taylor were hanging out a lot. I want you to go back. So what I'm saying is that team can handle it. Andy Reid can handle it. They found a way to manage this huge stardom and this pop star and still win. Think about this. Tony Romo, great commentator, sucky quarterback. All it took was a little bit of Jessica Simpson. She cut him off at the knees. She chopped his legs off at his hips. She ended his football career because he could not juggle a star relationship at the same time. And because Tony Romo, the greatest talking about a quarterback to ever live, suckiest quarterback ever, he couldn't get it done. And
that's one of those who can't teach because he was fair at playing football, but nowhere near as good and as quick-witted. And but his wife right now, she's a firecracker. Oh. She is so hot, dude.
Yeah, nothing. No. He finally figured it out, but just
he found a way to talk to the really hot chicks and still get it done. Now he's just doing it on TV, which is probably even harder than being a quarterback. But you're right. When she clipped him at the knees, the guys were so pissed at him that he let that relationship affect his gameplay. And remember that? I remember that was crazy how big that was.
She took him down. He got sacked by her far harder than any other opponent. She sacked him at the scrimmage. I mean,
and then she was with that other singer, and that singer said she was like sexual napalm.
John
I mean,
Mayer.
she was leaving boys in her wake back in the day before her.
Yeah.
She wasn't a mommy back then. She was just getting her thing, Nothing wrong with it, living life.
No, I don't have nothing against her. It's just Tony Romo couldn't handle it.
Well, she was sexual napalm, bro. I've never heard anyone describe a lady like that ever.
Yeah, threw his hips all out of whack. That's why he's in Skechers now. He needs corrective therapeutics. So, it is a big game later today, even though you're viewing or listening on Tuesday. We don't know the outcome. But yeah, I want to see KC do it. And I liken KC and this football team to going back to the Bo Sox. And we're going to go back to 2007. I'm guessing here on the year.
Oh my, that's a long time ago.
They were, you had Dustin Pedroia, you had Euclid, all the team name, Pappy. You had all these big players. Being an A's fan and an American leaguer for baseball, watching Bo Sox, though, in that team and all those players, and it was just a really, really fun team to watch no matter who you like in baseball. I liken that team to KC. It's that excitement, dynasty building phenomena. Tom Brady, you go back and all these teams, that's what they're doing right now. This is a monumental dynasty building team. And a lot of people, I don't know what it is. They love to see Mahomes. Mahomes came in and changed the game. He really,
And everyone was rooting for him, even when you were picking him as your super bet team. I think it was something about last year and the way that attention got drawn, and they wouldn't let up on it. They just something about it turned people off on him.
and I don't think Mahomes has really changed. You know, you talk about prima donnas. It's Joe Burrows. It's your quarterback. That kid, he came out of college and then he got into the pros and he just acted like shit. The stuff he said about Brady and other people, he really thought it didn't stink, and he got hurt. He's damaged goods. Maybe he gets one. He probably doesn't, but he just didn't act that way. Mahomes has been pretty decent with how he's treated people, but the weird thing in this country, I don't know what it is. We all love when someone's a champion. Just don't be a champion too much. Don't be too good. If you turn into the GOAT, we hate you. When you're great, we love you. But when you're the greatest of all time, or you're too great too often, yuck. You suck. Enough's enough. Give someone else the ball. I don't understand that.
It's different with boxing. With boxing, they want you to be the champ for as long as you can, because now you're mano a mano.
Boxing?
Yeah, that's the only sport where they root for you to be a champion for as long as you could be a champion. But in football and in
boxing anymore.
Oh, hell yeah. They did back when we were we were putting these kinds of dynasties together. Don't you remember? Anyone that was a champion for a long time, the people loved them. They were like, keep going, keep going. That's the only sport that really.
Yeah, that was 40 years ago.
Well, whatever. I mean, MMA changed it a little bit, but boxing was always boxing. Yeah. That's where you could root for your champ for a while. But people always want new when it comes to baseball and football and basketball. I think the sports fan in general gets sick of seeing the same team win.
Well, and, I go to auto racing, John Force. You look at Michael Schumacher, Team Ferrari. You look at all these different people want all of these champions, and they love them. But they can't love him too long, because when you become too good, then you have to start rooting for him to lose. And I've never understood that.
When you win and you don't visibly lose, you're not human to people. It's not normal. It's weird. Why you always winning? I work hard at my life. I'm not winning like that. What's your secret? What do you got going on?
And in America, well, once you start winning, then you start dating Taylor Swift, and then you're on TV with your brother, and now you're selling cereal, and your mom's on TV selling Campbell's soup. And so I can see where the wear comes, because you're, and especially nowadays, you're not just a champion. You're on every shirt, every aisle, every box of cereal, Gatorade commercial. Mahomes is doing insurance. Snoop Dogg's on with him. It just keeps going and going. So it's easy to wear yourself out of a champion these days. That I understand. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where it came from, I guess. I don't know. It just, people that I knew loved the team don't right now.
I know. And I put a post up on Saturday on our Facebook, Dog and Joe Facebook page, and I would say 95% Buffalo is what people want to win.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a good game. Since we are talking about the big game coming up, we're going to find out if it's going to be the Eagles, and we're going to find out who wins with that, Eagles or Washington or Buffalo KC. Those are the four teams that are going to be pared down to two. I'm going to play the audio, Joe. If you can hit play, we're going to play this new Bud Light commercial. Everyone's excited. They all want to see this on the Super Bowl is what they're claiming. It's a brand new Post Malone, Shane Gillis commercial. I think people know who Post Malone is. Shane Gillis is a comedian. Take a listen.
Is this it?
Hello? Come on!
Let us in.
Let us in!
We're here.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Oh. Your cell phone's going nuts. Oh, they're out back. Oh, they're out back? Yeah, they're out back. All right.
There you go.
I even got it perfectly timed out that second time.
All right. We got to discuss this now because, and I'm not a fan of the McGillis guy, Post Malone, whatever. And the two catchphrases, come on, let us in. I don't think this is the way back. This isn't it. This is not What's Up from 99, or even better than What's Up. I loved Real Men of Genius. Those
Oh,
commercials
those
that
were
came
good.
out.
Those were good. I loved them as well. Nothing beats the Clydesdales, but I mean, if we're going to talk about other commercials besides the horses, those
Yeah.
were good.
Yeah, and I mean, you just can't. They're trying to get this catchphrase going so it can be like a "What's up?" But come on, let us in, come on. This is bad. I
What's
don't
wrong
know.
with come on? That's not too. I think they just wanted to show Malone's teeth.
Well,
He's
I
got
think
those weird silver teeth all the time. That's got to feel weird when you talk.
I think that they're trying to edge in on the "What's up" catchphrase, like the "Come on." They think that's going to be a thing. It's just not. I don't think this is a way back, and maybe they know something I don't. But if you know anything about Bud Light of late, they don't know much. So I tell you this. What do you think about this? Okay, and I'll see if this hits you, if you figure it out right away.
Okay.
I think it should have been spun differently. Same people, maybe different people in the commercial, but the slogan should be "Let's go."
Let's
Let's
go. Let's go.
I don't even know if you say it like that. It's like, "Let's go. Let's go. Let's go."
What do you what do you got? What are you hitting me with there? I mean, where's that coming from? Why you want let's go?
Let's
I could maybe
go.
support it, but I'm wondering where you're coming from with
All
it.
right. Because it's halfway there. All right.
Okay.
People that know what it is or connect the dots, they get it. People that don't, it's just like Bud Light. Let's go. Yeah, let's get it done. Let's go. Let's go to the show. Let's go. You're late. Let's go. Let's hurry. Let's have fun. Let's go. Okay, for the people that don't know.
Let's go sounds like you're bossing me. Let's go. Let's go. I always hear that a lot from you, and it's usually because I'm running late. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, well, so see, for me, Bud Light keeps you on time. Let's go. Let's get it on. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting stuff done. But the other meaning is it's the exact opposite of what started the whole controversy. Now we'll finish the whole slogan. And this would never be in the commercial. You're only taking a piece, but it's "Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon." And that's from,
The
remember,
Biden thing back in the day?
everybody thought, well, remember the lady at the NASCAR thing? They were all shouting, "Fuck Joe Biden." And then, so she's on, oh, everyone in the background shouting, "Let's go, Brandon."
That's right.
It's one of the funniest things ever. And it gained so much traction. And it's the exact opposite in the exact crowd that Bud Light offended the first time. And again, they're going into muddy water and opening up more worms by doing this. But if you just use "Let's go" and left it alone, okay, no explanation, people that get it, get it. People that don't, and no one gets harmed. And it's kind of a, hey, guys, the ones we offended, we're back. Let's go. That's why I like that. But again, too controversial when you're coming out of big controversy. I understand that, but that's Bud Light too, kind of hat tipping and saying, hey, we were lost with who our consumer is. We forgot about the frat boy. We're back. Let's go. That's why I like it.
I think they just go all over the place. They don't need to have one consistent advertising marketing plan right now. You find people that are top of mind, and you see if they'll do a quick commercial for you like that. 15, 20 seconds of doing something stupid or something fun, something that people are talking about. And it can zig, it can zag, it can go here, it can go there. I wouldn't ride one horse into battle anymore if I was them.
Well, there is that risk, riding that one horse into battle. But Bud Light is notorious, synonymous with these catchphrase commercials, and they think that this one's it. Come on, let us in. Come on. It's not it.
Did you read that somewhere that they're going to try and start that as a catchphrase?
No, but if you know anything about Bud Light and you're my age, our age, I know what they're trying to do. They're hoping for something. And this is not it. And it just misses. And I get it that it's all ring camera. It's all kind of bear down, minimal video. I get it. They got shorts on. It's just, it misses the mark. It's not what I think Bud Light should be doing coming out of everything they've come out of for the big game. It doesn't hit with me. It doesn't matter.
Well, listen to this. This year, he's also going to kick off the Super Bowl with a Bud Light, with Bud Light, by performing a show titled Bud Light Backyard Presents Post Malone.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so he's like tied with them. I think they just probably told him to go do something stupid and show those weird teeth.
But see, again, and I forget her name, Mahoney or whatever her name was. I can't remember.
I can't remember like what her name was either.
It escapes me, sorry. But again, they're tying into someone that could do something stupid at any second. And it's almost
I don't think
like,
so. He looks like it. I mean, I get it. I get it. You look at that guy and you're like, what in the living hell are you thinking, bro, when you go out into public like that? I got him float up on the screen. It's just like, look at this guy. Hey, baby. Look at them teeth.
I not to cut you off again, but is that who you want to pick up or drop off your daughter?
I mean, but here's the thing with him. He's like so sweet of a person, though.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like the people, he's not really from everything that I ever see in articles and things of that nature. He's not really a bad fella at all. Like it says right here, he goes, I never thought I'd be in a commercial, but I guess people wanted me to be in a commercial. He goes, I love effing Bud Light so much. I've been drinking it since the legal age, that is, of 21. I believe him. I 100% believe that he's been a Bud Light drinker his whole life.
Okay. And again, Post Malone to me, I guess is big still. I thought he was a little, older, but this is what I would do. And this just hit me. Jelly Roll. Isn't he big still?
Huge. He just got himself a mini donkey.
Okay. I didn't even know that. But this
Yeah,
is
it's
what I
awesome.
would do. If I'm Bud Light, I get Jelly Roll because he's a little bit more the flavor of the month. He's sitting down on the couch. A football game's playing in the background. He's eating jelly donuts, and he doesn't have anything to drink. He's looking around. Bud Light, boom, and he gulps it. He doesn't.
Yeah, but that guy's clean. He's a clean, sober fella.
Well, you can't get drunk off Bud Light. Everyone knows that.
He's not gonna drink it though. I don't think he does. I don't think he does anything anymore. I believe he's 100% clean. Maybe he smokes a little pot and maybe drinks a little beer, but I don't think so. I think he's
I
straight.
get his image,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying there. I don't know. It's just they should just put the can up on the screen. No audio, no nothing. It just sits there. A little bit of sweat's running down it, and that's it. That's all you show. That's a good clean the slate, clean the palate. No one, because a lot of guys are going to be like, do kids drink Bud Light? It's like, I don't think so. I think it's an older fashioned thing anyway. And
I'm not sure.
Seeing a guy with a silver grill, it's like, is that Jaws from James Bond?
He's so crazy looking with that thing, man. He just has it everywhere and he sings with it and stuff. I don't know how people do that. It's wild.
And I hate to bring this up. I've told Joe, I've bitched about this for years. Joe used to always, when we were on the radio, he'd bring something up and he'd go like, hey, yeah. He goes, remember that movie with that one actor? And then he'd get all sidetracked and he wouldn't have the actor's name. I'm like, why didn't you like look up it online who it was before you started? He's like, I don't know. So I hate to do this.
Because I just, I just roll with it, baby.
Yeah, Joe rolls with it. I hate to do this, but you talk about mixed messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Domino's Pizza is selling chicken with cheese on it and pizza sauce, and they used to call it something else, and now they're calling it something different. They said, yeah, we used to call it this, but now we're calling it that. And they have 4 different entrees of chicken nuggets or chicken tenders with cheese and potatoes and pizza sauce. I'm like, they're turning into Taco Bell. So when you do a willy-nilly, back to what you said, Joe, about Bud Light, just changing it up all the time, I think it gets confusing. I like a good solid message, and I like a good "what's up" if you can get one. I know
you do. You like to follow the advertising marketing rules.
No, just the opposite. Just the opposite. Not the rule. Trying to find that one thing that hits gold. Trying to find that "what's up," because that's a lot harder. Because the majority of people out there advertise, they do it like badly. And it's products that you don't ever see. I like the different ones. And I think What's Up when it came out was different. It broke the mold, you know?
Well, it was so weird, and it was just so, to me, it was annoying. I mean, that What's Up thing that got annoying very fast to me.
It was.
I know a lot of people liked it, but I was like, oh, okay, enough of that. I'd rather go back to Ribbit.
Yeah, now see, again, all those commercials, they stuck. So they did their job. Whether
Yeah.
it was annoying or not, you know, this is just, it misses. I don't know. But maybe Post Malone and this Gillis guy, maybe they'll strike gold, and it sounds like they're doing a lot more with Post Malone. And if he likes Bud Light, then
That's what I think it is. I think they've just kind of attached onto this dude. He's doing a show with them as the title sponsor, it sounds like. So he's just, he's a Bud Light guy for a little bit. I think they've always should have just came back on and just had the can and just simply put on the screen, hey, we're sorry, man. It's a new year. Here's a new can. Done. End of story. That way you apologize to the people. You're done with it. It's over with. Be honest. Hey, we messed up. We're sorry, man. It's a new year. Here's a new can.
think about this one. This is what I would do. If someone said, hey, come on, quick, think of a Bud Light ad. This just came to me, too. I didn't promise, not rehearsed. And Joe knows I'm not lying. This is what my commercial would be. It would be some nobody. No one's ever seen him before. And it just shows a guy sitting here like this. And he's smiling, okay? But you make it in the background kind of dark, okay? Kind of looks like a strip club. And then it just shows what the guy's looking at. And it's just two cans. And it simply says, nice cans. That's it. Nice cans. People out there that don't realize he's at a strip club, okay, they're not going to care. You don't show girls in the background. You just show a guy staring.
The
smiling.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah, and then nice cans. So people are like, oh, those cans are nice. Bud Light, it's simple. There's no other message. There's no other, there's so much you can do that, I don't know. I'm not going to drink it anyway. I wish this was Coors and Banquet, because I'd say, hey, throw us a bone. We'll talk about you. We'll drink it during the program. Bud Light, you could have a truck could show up right now. I'll call the police. The driver gets out of the truck.
I don't mind it.
If he gets out with his dolly and he puts it on the porch, I'm going to dump it in the sewer. Get it out of here. I won't touch it.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
I've had it, but again, like I said with what's his name, Jelly Roll, I think it's a perfect beer if you're going through rehab. There's nothing in it.
I like any of those light beers. It doesn't matter to me, man. I'm not really a beer snob when it comes to any of that. I do kind of prefer the 805 now if I'm going to have some, but I like them all.
Great.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Hashtag Coors Banquet. Maybe we'll put that up today. Yeah, that's real beer.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're good. We appreciate you hanging. Tell your friends, tell your aunts, tell your uncle, call Post Malone, whomever. Get him to the podcast. Just $1 a day, $1 per episode that Joe have to split two ways. You got time? You got a dime? Enjoy dogandjoepodcast.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Have a great day, morning, evening, whenever you watch. Tell all your friends about it. It only helps. And we'll talk to you, I guess, tomorrow. Play nice.